Welcome to Baby Boy Mulligan's Guitars, Mods, and Music. And today we're going to continue the work on the Jaymz US Flag Strat. I reached out to Torsten from T's Guitars and the Pit Crew for some help trying to find out what is wrong with this guitar. Because no matter what I did, I had a buzz on the A and the E string, mostly the A. The conclusion from the guys in the pit crew and from Torsten is because of the way that the bridge is sitting, that the shim that I put in is not large enough, or the neck is twisted. So we're going to put this on the table. Over on the bench, we're going to figure out what the issue is. We're going to check the radius on the guitar again. We're going to use the straight edge and put it on the bottom, middle, and top of the neck and see what the measurement is in the relief so that we can see if the neck is twisted. But we're actually going to set the neck back to 0 first. Then, if the neck isn't twisted, we're going to take the neck off, go inside, check the pocket, look for any deformities, reshim it, and see if we can't fix it. If that doesn't work, I'm going to get a neck from T's Guitars, and this is going to end up being a Leo T's Jaymz. We'll see what happens. Please like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Let me know what you think at the end of the video. Let's get it over to the bench and get working on it. All right, so there's a couple tools we'll need. Our straight edge, radius gauges, and we're going to set this back to no relief at all. Because I had all the relief in it. Because I tried everything. And I think that's going to be it. I don't think I'll get another turn out of this. Nope, that's it. It is maxed. Maxed flat. So we're going to start with a 12-inch radius. These are a pain on this thing together. So it's looking like a 12-inch radius. But we're going to try a 14 to see if it's a little flatter. Because Torsten actually said they'll say 12 and there's sometimes a 14 or a 16. I don't know. Let's try the 16. Now the 16 definitely doesn't match. The 14 is awfully close. The 12 seems to be spot on. But now we're gonna try a 10 just to see. Nope, 10's got the hump in the middle. So it's definitely a 12-inch radius. I got somebody pulled out here. 12, 10. Here's my 12. I got to put this on a better ring. I think I'm going to run a longer thing through here. But 12 seems to be it. It's the closest fit. So one thing I do notice is at the top of the neck, all the way down, the last couple of frets on the last part of the fingerboard, there's a tiny bit of air on this last part of the fretboard right here. Like it's lower, not higher, lower. Just a hair. You can see a tiny bit of light down at the very bottom here. So let's see if this actually radiuses to a 14. No, too much air in the middle, I believe. Yeah, the 12 is the best. Okay, so we're at a 12 radius. Now we're going to check to see. Actually, you know what? Let me reposition the camera. Okay, so we're going to check the neck on the edge and then the middle. Okay, so this is pretty flat. I mean, there is like nothing. In the middle, nothing. Everything's the same. It's actually bowed up a little in the middle. That flat. Yep. All bowed up in the middle, all along. So the neck is straight. So the next step is we gotta flip it, break the neck pocket, and check that. All right, so let's break the neck pocket. Okay. And I'll put this down on the table. I'll reposition the camera. All right, so here's our neck pocket. Out of the way a little bit more. There's the shim that was in there, just very thin, one piece of sandpaper, 400 grit. Now, one thing, there is a little dip right here where they went in to drill. And they drilled the cavity for the wires. So you're not going to be able to really see this, but I'm going to look at the neck pocket and see. You may be able to see this, you may not. There's a little bump right there, right where the screw is. This is all pretty flat. And there's a little bump there where that screw hole is. So we're gonna clean those up a little bit better with a file. Find my flat file here. There she is. We don't want to do it enough that we're going to mess up the neck pocket, but just enough to get this kind of flat. Same thing over in this corner. And let's re-inspect it. Right there still. There we go. That's pretty straight now. Pretty flat. There's a little nibbage right here. But that's okay, because that's the screw hole itself. Okay, that's good. And over here, still want to get in this corner just a little bit more. That little raise might be what's making the buzz. Yeah, that's where they screwed the screw in. Make sure the gunk is out of this corner here. And the buffing compound. Make sure there's nothing in the corners. Okay, that's pretty flat. Now let's check the back of the neck. Now I flattened these before, but we're gonna hit them one more time. Let me get my rag so we don't scratch the body, because this doesn't have a pick guard. So then we're also going to use this and clear this funk out of here. And then we'll sand it one more time. Give those the old little DNA there. Use this round file to get these edges neat. It's got that rounded edge on it. This is actually the one I use for my frets. But a lot of things have dual purposes in the shop. So of course I got all these good ideas as far as checking the pocket out real well, putting another shim in there from Torsten at T's Guitars, and from John at Smoke Eater's Guitars. And Ted hooked me up with everybody. Ted Talks Guitars and Life, the pit crew. And then I got advice, from the other guys too. BCG weighed in, Tone Yeager, Jagger. And I'm sorry if I missed anybody, and for the interruption, I got a phone call. So this has been all filed down. This is smooth too. So that's taken care of. And I'm knocking stuff all over the place here. Where's my little bag? So I'm going to have to probably put these back in because the shorty screws are going to be too short at this point putting a shim in. So the regular screws I'll have to put back in the bridge. What I'm going to do here, so we're also going to check this edge, this lip, get this all evened up. In fact, this will be best in this corner here, because I got the rounded edge. We don't want to change the dimension, we just want to get any of this junk out of here. Make sure all these sides are smooth, not jagged. Okay, that's better. All right, next step, I'm going to show you guys a picture on my phone, actually, of what Torsten sent me a picture of. He showed me how to do something to do instead of a shim. So let me pull that up really quick. So he said to put the tape here, and he said put 3 layers of the blue masking tape. So I'm going to try that because he set up a lot of guitars. And if that doesn't work, then he said take the 3rd layer off and then put, just the 2 if it's too high. So I'm going to try that. So this is like a mishmash of what everybody said. So we'll see what happens. Okay. And then we'll cut this here. And that looks like his picture. So now we'll do a couple more like that. Trial and error. Learning something new for a problem I never had before. So let's see where we're at and put this neck back together. Okay, so I just tightened the string. So that definitely brought it up. So now that's sitting where this used to be 1.75, 1.85. And that's tanked at the bottom. So we're going to take these short screws out. I'm going to do that off camera to save some time in the video. And then we will raise these up and see what we have. All right, so the strings are back on. Set to 1.75 because I play a little hard. Now, we've got no buzz. We got buzz here. And it stops in the middle. Right there. Same thing with the E. Stops about right there. Now, same thing with every string. There's where we're clear. Clarity. Clarity. So, a relief right now is dead. There's nothing. So now I'm just going to adjust the truss rod and that problem should be fixed. And I took out all the shims. I think the neck pocket was messed up. Cleaning that neck pocket up, I think, is what did it. So, all right, well, we got it going, but I busted a string in the process. So, I'll go over everything when I got the strings on. All right, so she's all back together, new set of strings. While I was at it, I threw in a new capacitor to clean up the pickups so they weren't as muddy. Also put some strap locks on, and I've got the matching strap, which now also goes on my US flag, Leo Jaymz LP also. No buzz. So, I'm not going to do a demo tonight because it's too late. So it'll be seconds for you, but the demo will be tomorrow for me. Threw the new capacitor in, like I said, put the new strings on it. I did use two different theories to fix this neck pocket. I sanded the neck pocket flat because it had a lot of rough edges. Then on the back of the neck, I put right here, there's a 3 pieces of blue tape, like Torsten said to do. There's also one down here in the bottom of the pocket, and that did it. I had this neck off 4 or 5 times, trying testing the best spot to put that tape in. And that's what worked. So everybody was right. It was the neck or the neck pocket. And it was the neck pocket. The neck pocket on this is jacked. But I fixed it because of the pit crew and Torsten. So thank you guys for that. And I will see you shortly to do the demo. All right. Let's demo this guitar. So, she is definitely fixed. And there's a new capacitor in there. I think I mentioned that before. Now these were all Alnico 5 pickups that I put in here prior. I set this to height. So these are all set. I like my middle pickup a little lower, just because that's where I pick. But it's got a great sound in the middle. First, that's the humbucker, the neck, position 4 or 2, middle and neck, and then the humbucker in the middle. I might bring that up a little bit. It's good on the other side. Let's see. Yep. That's better. Yeah, that's good. Still far enough away it's not going to bother me when I'm playing. All right. So. Because these are brand new strings. All right. There we go. All right. Let's throw some effects on here. Okay, it's gonna fight me. Throw the dumble on. So anywhere I was having that issue here in the middle, done and gone. So we're going to put all the dirt on it. Adjust the tone a little. We got a perfect D, and we got a perfect G. Everything is in proper working order. Thank you again, all that helped. Torsten, John, BCG, Ted, everybody in the comment section, and that video that I sent out asking for some help. If I missed you, I'm sorry. Thanks for watching Baby Boy Mulligan's Guitars, Mods, and Music. Please like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Tell me what you think of the fix and how the guitar sounds now. We'll see you in the next one. Rock on.